Down on the sun-drenched Georgia coast, I caught up with one of the great athletes of our time. A man who has dedicated his life to pushing the envelope of human speed and endurance. 5-time world record holder, Backwards Bud.
Well, I got 5 Guinness World Records. They are a 5K, 20 minutes, 50 seconds, 10K, 45 minutes, 37 seconds. 2 for the marathon, the quickest being 3 hours and 53 minutes, and then in a 200-meter sprint, 32 seconds.
How long have you been running backwards, bud?
Let's see, 16 years now.
What made you decide I'm gonna run backwards, man?
Oh, yeah. Basically, it all started with ambition to get into Guinness. And I saw another story on some guy who was running backwards, got into Guinness, and
Yeah.
up until then, I didn't know such an event was there, so I'm like, that's my way in.
So in 1989, determined to seal his place in history, Bud laced up his shoes, turned around, and off he went.
Well, I didn't know what to expect, so I took it very slow, and I only did like a quarter of a mile. And went pretty good. I was running 3-4 miles a day backwards.
And Bud never looked back, or rather never looked forward.
To me, it's natural now. Obviously, I was clumsy at first.
Yeah.
But your balance, your peripheral vision and hearing increase.
Yeah.
And compensate for all that, and it just becomes a lot easier. It's as easy as running forward.
Perhaps, but running backwards certainly carries its own set of challenges.
Some of the hazards of running backwards would be cars pulling out of driveways, pets, dogs, potholes, roadkill. The best thing to do is glance over your shoulder just for a second, learn to memorize what's there, and trust that it's not going to change. Running backwards, I have fallen probably just a handful of times. Each time it was very minor, and I got scrapes and bruises. I just pop back up and start running.
And Bud maintains that the benefits outweigh the risks.
When you run forward, your leg is extended and straight when you hit the ground, and that sends all the shock to your knees and ankles and hips, whereas backwards running, you're on your toe of your foot, and when you land and take off, your leg is flexed, so all the shock is absorbed in muscle, which can handle a lot better than joints and bones. It also increases your balance, it burns more calories, gives your heart a better workout, and increases your VO max, your lung capacity, more than forward running.
Well, Bud got away from me, so I decided to head out on my own to see if the rest of the world thought this was a good idea.
You guys runners?
No.
Does anyone here want to go running with me backwards?
No, thank you.
Like driving backwards, it doesn't work real
It
good.
doesn't work very well.
Oh, God, you got nubs, baby.
Is that good or bad?
Well,
I wouldn't go running with you forward.
don't you think running backwards is a little silly if you know where you're going?
I can't run forward unless long back.
Now, see how this feels?
Kind of stupid.
You want to join the backwards movement?
Backwards movement?
Yeah, man.
I don't know what that is.
It's hot out here, isn't it?
Not really.
But after a shaky start, the revolution begins to take hold.
Thanks for the sunscreen,
You're
by the
so
way.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
I think it's great.
Yeah?
Yeah. What I understand, a very popular sport in Europe.
Hey, this sunscreen feels great.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah, this is good.
Well, before long, I started to believe that maybe Bud had stumbled onto something that one day would change the world of sports.
I think this is going to be an Olympic event. I think I'll be obviously too old to run it, but when it is an Olympic event, I want them to talk about me, that I was one of the 4 people to move it into that direction.
I think that Bud will be remembered as an aft runner alongside greats like Michael Johnson and Jesse Owens, stamped indelibly into the fabric of history. Backwards. Yes, backwards.